my gosh, I hate this question so much.
Well, Kelly and I first met sophomore year at Volcano Vista. Whether or not she agrees with that, it happened. We had impact class together with Mr. G, and I was with Isaiah, who's here right now, and we rolled over to her and her friend Gianna and said hi. And we all shared lunch every day for the whole year, and she has no idea that that happened, but that is where I first met Kelly.
I believe that we met at, me and our friends decided we were gonna go on this big road trip, and I was the one planning it, so our friend Zach was like, hey, Kelly, can I bring a friend to skateboard with? And I was like, yeah, of course, no problem. What's his name? And he's like, oh, it's Eric Harrison. I was like, oh, I know of Eric Harrison. He's like the vice president, right? And so I went to his house and I gave him the papers and all the information about who was going and when we were going and what time and everything. And then he went, and that's when we met. Our first date was to the movies.
Very, very, very first date. Well, it was in Pagosa Springs, I think.
I think we saw Beastly. That was like that movie. And then after that, well, we got boba, but they didn't let us take it into the movie theater, so we left it in the arcade, like behind like the games.
We had so many first dates, but our very first official date, I'm gonna say, was at Putt Putt at Hinkle. It was our very first date. No! Our very, very, very first date was to the movies. We went to see Beastly. Well, first we got boba, then we went to see Beastly, and then we went to the park. Just to hang out, I promise.
Well, Eric said I love you first, but he says it's on accident.
I did. Okay, so I said it by accident the first time.
We were at my house in my kitchen, and we kissed, and his eyes were closed and my eyes were closed, and then he's like, I love you. And I like opened my eyes and I was like, what? Because I don't remember how long we've been dating, but it wasn't that long.
I was trying to tell her that I loved her kisses, and I told her I loved her, and she freaked out.
And I was like, his eyes were still closed, so he was still like in the moment, like. And then he opened his eyes and saw my reaction, and saw my reaction, and he was like, I mean, I love your kisses.
And then I actually said it, and then she didn't say it for like 2 years. No, I'm just kidding. But I said it first, dang it.
We plan on having 2. So ideally, we want a girl and a boy. A boy first, and then a girl shortly after. So they're kind of like close in age, but not like too close.
We both want 2 kids. A guy and a girl. She's probably gonna get mad at me for telling you guys this. But it was junior year after Young Life at Peter Piper, and it was one of my friends, Kareem, and her friend Desiree, and the 4 of us went driving in Kareem's Mustang, and we were playing Truth or Dare. Yep, and then that was our first kiss. She got dared to kiss me, and she didn't want to, but it happened.
It was at Calvary, right? He was a skateboard tech. He did the skateboards. He went in there to visit him one day, and he was actually really good at, he would like slide the skateboard in, put like the little grip tape, I think that's what it's called, and like cut it off, and then put the, dang it, I'm the worst, I don't know what they're called, but the wheels on, the stuff that holds the wheels, and then he just like roll it to the kid, and the kid would be pumped. It was good. He was a good skateboard person.
Kelly, the reason I asked you to marry me is because you changed my life like nobody has before. I never thought that I don't even like to call it settling down, because we're not settling down. We're gonna live our life together, and even though we're really young, we're gonna live our life together, and that's the most exciting part to me. So I wouldn't even call it settling down. But I never thought that I would get married at this young of an age until you came into my life. And even though it took a couple tries because I was young and immature in high school when we first met, when we finally started dating, I realized there was no one else I wanted to be with but you, even after our first date. I didn't know I was going to marry you. I just knew that I loved you and that you were something special. You were one in a million. You think I'm funny, which was the best thing to me because I like to be funny, but you were also crazy adventurous, and I never thought that I would find a significant other that would inspire me to be more than what I already was. And you push me every day. You make me want to be a better person every day. You push me in my faith, and we can walk together with God for the rest of our lives. It's just crazy to me that I found someone like you so young, and I didn't jump at the opportunity to be with you right away. But the fact that you are so forgiving is also another reason why I asked you to marry me. You're so forgiving, you're so loving, you're so kind and gentle. I have such a wild personality, whether that's good or bad at times, but you can bring me down and calm me down because you have such a gentle touch and such gentle words at times when I need it, or times when I'm down, you lift me up and you have inspiring words. So I love you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. We've gone on so many adventures together already. We've left the country together. We've done all this stuff already. I can't wait to see what our future holds, and I hope our kids are like you and not like me. But I just want to thank you for all the things that you've done for me. Even though it's only been 3.5 years that we've been dating, it feels like it's only been a day that I've known you, and I learn something new every single day. So thank you.
Eric, I want to tell you how thankful I am to be marrying you today. You are my best friend, teammate, and my one true love. I always think about how blessed I am to have a man like you. You are the same person behind closed doors that the rest of the world sees, and you are a godly, honorable, ethical man. You have so much integrity, fire for the Lord, and you live your life with such honesty. I love the way you treat and care for your friends and family, and how you are always 100% selfless in everything that you do. I love that we can be silly together, and we can laugh with each other, not at each other, at least most of the time. I take so much comfort and honor in the fact that you honestly and wholeheartedly love me for who I am. You, more than anybody, know my vulnerabilities, insecurities, and weaknesses, and yet you have never made me feel judged or inadequate. You love me without reservations. You have helped me become the person I am today, and I look forward to growing with you, learning with you, and doing our very best to live fulfilling, happy lives together. Our love has grown so much from 3.5 years ago, and now I get to actually tell you how I feel instead of just writing it in a note that I send to you while you're at summer staff. We have been through so much together. We have grown close to each other's families, gained so many amazing friendships, and have traveled more than anybody I know. You've held me up, encouraged me, and coached me through some of my most difficult times, and I'm so thankful for your support. I know that life will be full of ups and downs, but I feel like we have already shown each other that we are rock solid. That we know how to work things out, how to forgive, how to laugh things off, and how to support each other when life gets challenging. I can't wait for more inside jokes, time spent with our families and friends, and making a family of our own someday. I wouldn't want to grow old with anybody else.